Saturday night. Night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Neon Saturday night. With Greg and Luna. Neon Saturday nights with Greg and Luna. Greg and Luna. Neon Saturday nights with Blake and Luna.
And it is Neon Saturday Nights with Blake and Luna. And we are testing this live stream as well on YouTube. So hopefully it will go smoothly. We'll see. You never know. Say hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
Not that smart ass.
Hey, everybody. How are you? This is Blake Coverdale here on KSWV Neon X Radio. And today I'm actually co-hosting with Luna. Usually, well, we co-host every Saturday night, but she usually is the co, and I'm the main host. Today, she's the main, and I'm the co. See, we kind of flip that shit around so that we can, like, surprise, you guys, because you don't know which way we're coming or going. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a yeah on your
Yeah.
ass. You know what I mean? You got to keep you guys guessing.
Yeah, always got. But also, I kind of had to take over tonight because the fires in California are affecting Blake, and you never know when he might lose electricity either. So that kind of sucks.
Yeah, we both know that there's nothing hotter than those fires out here than these abs right here. Oh,
I think my abs look pretty good right now.
yeah. Hey, are we on the air? Or
Yes,
I'm
we
just-
are on the air. We are on the
Okay.
air. And we are live on YouTube as well.
Yikes.
So
Around,
I appreciate all of you guys tuning in. We got Laxrax, we got Allison, we got Craig, And we have Brandon McCool in the chat. Hello, guys. How are you doing tonight?
There's a wave of applause. Ah,
Yay! Yeah, I got applause button somewhere, but I don't know which button it is. But
Okay.
we're gonna, do our best to give you, another fun night of Blake and Luna. And, the date is 111, 111. So that's magic numbers to me. So
yeah, those are numbers.
So we'll see if it goes well. So I thought maybe we would start with some cool synthwave covers of some 80s songs. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea.
So I have queued up the first couple songs. We got The Boys of Summer with the from the Lightning Kids coming to you, and we got Nebula Black with Sunglasses at Night, which I still think is one of the best covers of that song ever.
I don't know. That's debatable. I think the Nebula Black is awesome, but if that song is like the best version of the song, I don't know. I kind of like the original. I mean, Nebula Black is like the king, and everything like that. But I mean, I don't know. I think I like the original.
Well, the original was good,
teensy
and nothing can touch original. I'm talking about covers.
No. That's not true. That's not true. There's cases where the original is not as good as the cover that people create. And I think that you know what the problem is that I'm not exactly fond of that song. I like Corey Hart,
Yeah.
but that's not my favorite song by Corey Hart. And even though Nebula Black does the song incredibly good, and he does a great job, and plus he's a badass guitar player, and that's something that the original Sunglasses at Night is lacking, the wild guitars that Nebula Black puts into it. But I do think it would be cool if Corey Hart and Nebula Black got together and merged their two versions to where you have Nebula Black's arrangements and him and his guitars, and have Corey Hart, singing. It would be
That would be
badass.
cool.
Yeah, that's what I think. But hey, I'm high, so you're gonna have to excuse me.
And then we have a double shot of Fleetwood Mac kind of cover. Probably not Fleetwood Mac. What's her name? Stevie Nicks. A double take of Stevie Nicks. So the first one is Stand Back by Just Scott. And we got Valley Lights with Dreams coming up. So those are also some good covers as well.
Yeah, those are good covers. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go with the Lightning Kids here on KSWV Neon X Radio.
I need a little sympathy. Well, I need a little sympathy. Well, I need a little sympathy. Well, you could be standing here. Stand back. Well, you could be standing here. Stand back. Well, you could be standing here. Stand back. Take me home. Take me home. Stand back. Well, you could be standing here.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had, oh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. You'll know. Now here I go again. I see the crystal vision. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. Have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Dreams of loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had, what you lost, what you had, oh, what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say women, they will come and they will go.
we had Nebula Bennett.
I, I've been with you. I've been with you. I haven't been anywhere else. I've been right here. I was already here. I was out there dancing with Lax and Allison and Riot Barbie and everything. And then you said come up here and made me come up here, so I'm up here. No, I want to go play with the kids. I want to go with the kids. I don't want to be up here. I don't want to work. What's wrong with you? I don't want to work. I don't want to do a show. I want to go play with the kids. Yeah, you know what? I can tell. You know what? You're like totally winging it right now, and I can see your mind's going blank. But that's because you're trying to run. You're trying to run mix and OBS and everything all at the same time, and that is a lot. I know that's a lot, and you're trying to handle all of that. And we really probably should have divided somehow. You know, we got to do this during the week. We're gonna have to do an experiment of like, like you run the OBS and then I go ahead and take over the usual and handle the music side of it and everything and kind of lead, or we reverse that, one or the other, because I think it might be a lot on you because I'm noticing that your mind's going blank,
Yeah,
and I don't
well,
blame you. It's a lot to keep track
yeah,
of,
it's a
you know.
lot. And yes, guys, you couldn't hear me because I was muted. And I did it again. I was doing that during the test stream. So hopefully you can all hear me now. And yeah, this is new. I'm like trying to multitask like 4 different things. So I'm learning the production side of things,
Yeah,
I suppose.
Luna's gonna be a producer. You watch, all in good time.
Yeah, maybe one of these days. Maybe one
All
of these days. And
it says having audio issues.
yeah, I think they can hear me now.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Hold on.
because
Let me check.
yeah, they're saying they can hear me on YouTube. Yes, this is one of those Saturday night live shows where you never know what's going to happen. Ever. It's never a boring moment here on KSWV Neon X Radio.
Might become a boring moment because we're like, obviously she's testing out some stuff and everything, and and I'm here, and I'm usually the main host, and she coes. Today I'm coing. I'm actually doing good at coing, and I'm just kind of like sitting over here and checking the chat, and doing what I don't usually get to do, because a lot of times I don't get to hit everybody up in the chat because I'm too busy doing all the shit that she's doing right now, sans the OBS, because
Yeah.
I've not done OBS before, but it's all good. I think Luna's giving it a shot. She's really trying hard and everything. And
Yeah.
I will do my very best to try to kind of pick up things a little bit, if you know what I mean.
So
Do
you can be like the social butterfly tonight, because
I'll be
I'm usually the one who's telling everybody hi. I mean, I can navigate YouTube and you can navigate like in the virtual world.
yeah,
But
I'm usually the social big mouth, and tonight I'm going to be social
the
butterfly.
social big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really funny last night because we were hanging out with Nuvolino last night, and next week he will be doing a live stream from Australia with his incredible music. And for some reason, this conversation went every time we answered with the Tom Cruise movie. Our answers included
No, what they were
something.
doing is they were fucking with me, is what they were doing, because I was showing them. I go, hey, check out what I did to my avatar for a goof. I went and made my because you guys know I fly in like a virtual SL Navy, so I can continue my real life naval career in here. Um, anyway, I decided as a goof that I was going to change my avatar to look like Tom Cruise, so that when I go to my squadron on Monday and go meet up with the commander and stuff to go flying with the Blue Angels, that they would see the avatar and go, "Oh, God, you're so funny, Coverdale." But I have not. No one has seen me yet, so I show up like this last night, and the first thing Nuvo and Luna start doing is they start breaking out all the Tom Cruise movie gestures. Like they're like, "Yeah, well, you don't want to do that because then it'll be way too firm." And then I think he said something about what was it one that you said or he said? I'm trying to remember some of the ones that you said last night.
You better watch it before you need a Minority Report.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, you better." And I said something like, "Yeah, well, those were my days of thunder. So what do you want me to do?" So it's like dropping the Tom Cruise movie things. We were like doing that and laughing about it. It was stupid, but we had fun.
It was great.
know.
It was great. So before you was able to hear me, I was calling out the credits to the songs, and we had did some incredible covers. So that last track was Valley Lights with Dreams, and we had just got with Stand Back, two incredible Stevie Nicks covers. We had Nebula Black with Sunglasses at Night, and we started off with the Lightning Kids with The Boys of Summer.
I'm a big fan of Nebula Black's "Streets of Fire." I really like that song, even though that's not a cover. I don't believe, but it's an awesome song. So, and Just Scott, I kind of like to think of myself as the guy who pushed Just Scott on Dan of RetroSense Records and said, "Dan, Dan, 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 Dan,
Sign
Dan,
Scott.
Dan, Dan,
Sign
Dan,
him.
you gotta-
Sign him, Dan. Sign him.
You gotta hear him. You gotta listen to this guy. He's from your area. You gotta hear him. You gotta hear him. Come on. Just give him a listen. And then the next thing we know, yeah, we just heard Scott got signed, and it's like, yeah, well, it wasn't because I bugged the shit out of Dan. I know it's 'cause Scott's got talent, and that's the reason why he got it. But it never hurts to have somebody, pecking at the main guy at the record label, going Dan, 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 Dan. Never hurts.
So,
Hello?
speaking of Stevie Nicks covers, Craig Packman gives me his 3 picks of the week every week, and I will play them. And I always get excited about what Craig packs me because Craig has impeccable freaking taste. And he actually passed me another Stevie
Another
Nicks
winner.
cover of Rhiannon.
Oh,
And
I
it
hope it's
is
good.
incredible.
I hope it's good because I really don't like that song. So I hope that it's better than the original.
It is. I'm telling you, it is by an artist called Neon Summers, and it is fantastic.
Yeah, well, I hope so because, like I said, that song is like I like Steve. What's it? Fleetwood Mac. I mean, I respect them as a group, and I like their stuff and everything. But there's some songs I just can't handle, and that's one of them. That Rihanna song because it's monotonous, and it's just like the same thing over and over. It's like I got it after the first minute. Rihanna, I get it. Let's move on. They'll do other things, but no, Rihanna. It's like, make me jump out a window, just like that fucking chick. What's her name? Laura Branigan when she's singing Gloria. You guys ever want to see like Blake Coverdale get kryptonite? Get kryptonited if that's even a word. Just like play Gloria by Laura Branigan and watch me jump out a fucking 4-story window. I'm telling you, I cannot take that song. I do not like it. Yeah.
Do not like it.
No, I don't like that or the Rihanna song. Either one. So hopefully this cover is really, really good. I've never heard it, so we're gonna find out. Hey, I also want to ask you. Mandy was mentioning Prism, and I totally forgot about Prism. Because we haven't played anything by Prism in a while. I was wondering if you could play that one song we were playing by Prism about a month ago or so. The one that we were pushing and promoting. Because I really like their voices together, so I was wondering if maybe you could like dig into your pile.
Yes, let
And-
me dig into my music library and see
Don't have
because
to be right
I have been playing Prism for a bit, and they have so many fantastic songs
Yep.
actually. And
Yep.
I think one the very first songs I ever played by Prism and came across was Midnight FM.
Oh yeah, well hey, play it out. Excuse me, play that one then. Whichever, but play something by Prism. At some time in the show today, that would be a groove, and I'd be forever grateful. Be your best friend. doesn't have to be right now or in the next 3 songs or anything like that, but before the show's over, some point, could you please play just one little song by Prism? I'd be happy.
Yes, I can do that. And you
Thank-
already are my best friend.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well, maybe I can be your best enemy instead.
You're so weird. So we got Neon Summers with Rhiannon queued up, and that is one of Craig Packman's picks of the week. I also have the cover of Never Gonna Give You Up, the R&B version by Jay Diggs. And we got another Craig Packman pick of the week, Honison with Hats. You're hearing this next on KSWV Radio Shockwave.
give, never gonna give you up, never gonna give you up, never gonna give you, never gonna give, never gonna give you up, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt, never let you down, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye,
And we are back, and that incredible track was Hohenson with Hat, and that was another Craig Packman pick of the week. And before that, we had a smooth track of J Diggs' cover of Never Gonna Give You Up. And I was laughing. Blake said we all got rickrolled on there with the R&B version.
Yeah, we did. We all got rickrolled by Jay Diggs, but it was pretty awesome. Brandon McCool, thank you for suggesting that and for requesting that, because I didn't know that Jay did a cover of that. And I know it's gonna sound goofy, but you know what, you guys, I confess, I actually like Rick Astley. I like his voice, always have. And yes, I did think he was black when he first came out, because just he sounds black. And everybody else, even black people, think he sounded black. He fooled everybody.
He did.
But the cool thing is that, he's like 57 or 58 now, and he's still got it. I've seen him perform, and he's still good and everything. But I think that Jay Diggs did an incredibly complimentary version cover of that song. I really like it. And so anyway, thank you for requesting that.
Yeah.
Hey, wait. I want to say, Mandy, thank you for posting that in Discord. I love Tyrone Biggins. That I am like addicted to Tyrone's videos. I've been showing Luna these, and
For
Luna's
years.
like, I've been showing Luna these, and Luna's like, will you stop watching? Tyrone. Oh
That's
boy.
right. So, what did you think of the Neon Summers cover of Rhiannon?
I love
Well-
it better than the original by far.
Well-
I told you guys I don't like the original, but I'm telling you, Luna, that cover made a believer out of me. So I actually like that version of the song way better.
Well, actually, Craig said it was a rework, so it was actually her real voice, but they reworked it. So incredible
Well, I mean the
job
music.
on it.
I like the music because I knew that was her voice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like the music. I like the way they did it better.
Yeah, I agree. I would have to agree. And I mean, there's so much good rework going on. And coming up, because I have Prism queued up next with Midnight FM, which is a combination of FM 84 and the Midnight combined, and they did this incredible mashup of those two groups. But after that, Bending Grid, for those of you who were able to tune into Heartbeat Heroes show earlier, he did some great freaking music that I kind of grabbed for myself because it was so good. But one of those was a Bending Grid remix of Come Alive by Ace Buchanan. And
yeah, I like that one. That's a great song.
Bending Grid did an incredible rework on that track, and I can't wait for you to hear it. And another song that Daniel played was a song called Calling by Immortal Girlfriend, and I heard this track. I said, holy shit, we need this. So I grabbed that as well, so we have those coming up.
We had
I got and you. I'm telling you right now, Blake. You are going to love the Immortal Girlfriend track.
I've heard their stuff before, and I liked it, so I'm sure I'll like this one too. I'm just still laughing about Mandy's post because that Giphy of Tyrone scratching his neck all the time. Because that's what he does. I look at every video. He's sitting there and he's like talking.
Yeah.
He goes, what? You not miss the 5 o'clock free crack gigabyte? And he's like, is there gonna be crack at the end? And he's sitting there scratching his neck. And they're like, oh, Tyrone, your friends are all here to do an intervention out of love. And he goes, oh, because he realized he got tricked. And he's like, is there gonna be crack at the end? They're like, no, there's not gonna be crack at the end. man. Man, you should have brought that up. Now I'm going to have Tyrone on the brain.
Yeah, he is. And, you know, I've been with Blake for like 7 years now. And when he gets obsessed with the video, he'll repeat it. And, you know, when you hear the Color Crayon song Ruined so many times, it's like Blake doesn't watch a video one time. He watches it like 10 to 20 times in a freaking row.
Yeah, if it's
Over
good,
and
I
over,
will.
if it's good. And
Good.
so a month later, he'll say, it's time to watch it again.
I need my
So,
dose. I need my dose. I haven't had my dose of the Crayola song. I haven't had my dose of Tyrone Biggins and a peanut butter and crack sandwich. See? Black rack. Dude, that is so damn funny. I remember when he did that. Like, peanut butter and crack sandwich. Oh man, don't even get me going, man. Yeah, you guys, you know what? If you guys are big, I don't know how many of you out there are Dave Chappelle fans. I'm sure like everybody besides me. But if you're not, I'm sorry, I apologize. But if you are, and you're like me, and you love Dave Chappelle, then I'm going to remind you guys, have you ever seen the one where Dave Chappelle dresses up like Don King, you know, the fight promoter, and he makes his hair stand straight up? And he has this thing where he's doing he was promoting sissy fights instead of regular boxing match. He was putting sissies up against each other, and he goes, "I'm gonna have you guys got to see that. If you have never seen it, it is a funny episode. My gosh, I think I showed it to Luna. Remember, they were like trying
yes.
to like yell at each other, and that one guy, remember, he goes, they're weighing in right now, and they show the guy, and he gets on there, and he goes, this scale's broke. Oh man, I absolutely love that. I gotta watch that episode. I haven't seen it in a while. That one in what other one have I missed? Oh, the one where Tyrone where he flushed himself down the toilet. Oh wait, that's the intervention one.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
the
that one.
intervention one, yes.
He couldn't escape out of the bathroom because remember he said, "Well, can I go to the bathroom first?" And he thought he was gonna like sneak out a window and shit. But you don't realize if you go to an intervention, all the bathrooms are going to be in rooms where they don't have windows because they know it's like drugs. You know, they want to make sure that your ass can't escape. So, and then he goes and flushes himself down. Yeah, I remember that one too, Mandy. I remember that one too. I remember that one too, Brandon. Oh man, no, the hell with this show. I want to go watch Tyrone.
No. I'm going to give you Tyrone moment. You need an intervention now.
Yeah, I need an intervention like every week, like once a week. I need an intervention. So
So,
what do you got coming up next?
so what we have next is your request for Prism. So coming up next, we have Midnight FM here
Mhm.
on KSWV Neon X Radio.
I wake up every night with the dreams are the same. Taken by my fear with a different face. They can drive me to surrender. I won't change. Chased down by a car without a hand at the wheel. Crash into my heart and I got nothing to feel. And I raise my hands as daylight breaks the chain. All I wanna know is, are we back now, fighting from the same side? All I wanna hear is the sound of your voice on the airwaves tonight. 'Cause it's high time we decided. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Leaving it all behind. I'm on my way. Running in the night. I used to be the one. I used to be a place to land under the shadows, and then to the palm of my hand. You're always changing the situation, just when we found paradise. You're always shutting down my
I took the long way home. Too fast to stop signs, rearranging my mind. I'm not the only one who's awake at this time, looking for the sunlight. I wait, and I wait, and I will wait for you. No mistake, no mistake. I know that you'll come through. Look in your eyes, I'm never leaving your side. I wait, and I wait, and I will wait for you. No mistake, no mistake. I know that you'll come through. You call my name in the dead of the night, and my dreams you're talking to me. The only one bringing me back to life, and I'm waiting on you to be free. You call my name in the dead of the night, and my dreams you're talking to me. The only one brings me back to life, and I'm waiting on you to be free. Calling, calling, calling me now. Calling, calling, calling me. You're calling, calling, calling me now. You call my name in the dead of the night, and my dreams you're talking to me. The only one brings me back to life, and I'm waiting on you to be free. You call my name in the dead of the night, and my dreams you're talking to me. The only one brings me back to life, and I'm waiting on you to be free.
And that was Immortal Girlfriend with Calling. I freaking love that song. Damn it, Daniel Barton. Damn it. He got me addicted to another song. And before that was Ace Buchanan with Come Alive, the Bending Grid remix. And we started off with some Prism with Midnight FM, which they did a freaking incredible job with that mashup. What do you think, Blake?
I think they did an excellent job. Yeah.
I think so. And I lost stream a little bit during that, so I apologize. But we got reconnected. We were worried about Blake losing his electricity, but my net wants to act up for some reason because it's cold here in Nebraska. It's cold.
Mm. It's cold. Yeah. You know what? I'll trade you the cold for the fucking fires, man. Fuck this shit. I hate fire.
Welcome to Nebraska. You won't have any fires.
I said I hate fire. I didn't say I love boredom.
Hey, it's not boring. boring. Well, there are things in the city. I mean, you have Omaha like 45 minutes away, which there's a lot to do. But um,
I don't think you're gonna make a Midwestern out of me. You never know, though.
yeah,
I as soon as I see that roller skate museum there, it might be all over for me. You know,
yeah, we do have a roller skate museum.
like, oh my God, look at it's the Kool-Aid Museum. Oh, there's Kool-Aid here. Ah, yeah. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, come on, seriously, because I mean, what do we have? We've got fucking Disneyland, right? And everyone's like, well, it's Disneyland. Disneyland is freaking woke, and they're expensive. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to go with my grandparents, and my mom and dad would take me too. But we'd go to Disneyland like 3 or 4 times a year, and we were just, my parents and grandparents were, moderate. They weren't like super rich or anything, because it didn't cost that much. But, I don't know what it is, but whoever took over, Disneyland, they became greedy bastards. And the price, since I've been an adult, I've watched the prices skyrocket. So, I can't believe that they went like $2,000 for a family of 4 to go hang out there for like 2 days. So yeah, you know what? So what if we have a Disneyland here? I think I'd rather have a fucking Kool-Aid museum or like the roller skate thingamajigger that you guys have over there, and maybe some real people too. Because there's some cool people out here in California that you'll meet. I mean, you're always going to meet cool people here, but probably for every cool person you meet, you'll probably meet 3 dickheads too. And I mean, when I say dickheads, I'm talking both male and female. They're just, they're not cool. Can't trust them, that sort of thing. So really, California is not everything. But we do got the beaches and we do got the ocean, but other than that, Well, we got a bunch of restaurants and clubs. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. There are some good restaurants here, but you know what? There's great restaurants in every city, even in the Midwest. So I
Yeah,
take
we
back.
got a flood of restaurants. If you want a certain food, you'll probably find it. But I can't really even complain about the city. I mean, there's nothing about the city I can even whine about. Except the only thing I hate is whoever did the city planning on the streets didn't know what the hell they were doing, because almost everything is one-way streets and it's
Actually,
stupid.
actually, a lot of cities are set up like that. Whenever they use the civil engineering uses the traditional grid pattern, you end up having, well, you have a grid pattern. So, I mean, if you could make the streets go both ways, you can, but the street's only so wide. Because you have to remember that when the city of Lincoln, now I'm not from the Midwest, but from what I know about civil engineering history and stuff, a lot of the cities, what's the best way to put this? Okay, essentially, let's just take your city, for instance, all right? Your city, most likely, the one-way streets that they have were originally that wide or whatever, a little bit smaller because they had horses and they had wagons.
Right.
They didn't have cars and fucking semi-trucks and, and jet bikes and shit going up and down it. So, things were a little bit simpler. And so it was smaller. And so what happened was that some of the cities, when they update the city and, they start making things newer or more modern, whatever, sometimes they rip everything down and they build from scratch. But sometimes they just kind of go and they adapt something to what is around it already, and just say, okay, we're going to go ahead and put in a new street here. And there's already streets around it. And they're just like, well, this one's only this wide and we already have all these buildings and it's actually going to be too costly or whatever. So, they'll say, okay, you know what? I have an idea. Let's just make this a one-way street.
Right.
But in your case, in your city, they did that. They did it a bunch of times.
Yes,
They're like,
a
hey,
lot.
we'll just do the old one-way street thing here too. It worked over there and worked over there. We can work right here too. It's like, yeah, all right. So that's probably why, because I mean, Lincoln's not the only city that has a lot of one-way streets like that. New York City's also like that. Well, the inner city. So it's just, if you have to look at it from the perspective that if you look at New York City, how old New York City is, and New York City, even though there's a lot of newer buildings, it is built on top of other parts of the
Right.
city. I mean, essentially they bury one part and build over the top of it. And you could actually go in the subterranean parts of New York City and go down, a few hundred feet. And there's multiple levels of like old subways and shit. and things like that there, and all kinds of weird monsters and stuff that live under. I mean, just all kinds of stuff down there. And I'm not lying. I'm serious. Go look it up. You can look it up on the internet.
Right.
Type in the secret subterranean levels under New York City, and you will get a ton of history of when that stuff was like, the first level, and then how they built over the top of it, and so on and so on.
Yeah, I can agree. But other than that, I can't really complain. There's like things to do. I know every week we pass this place not too far from where I live, and it is a mini golf place. It's an
Yeah.
indoor one, but it's dinosaur themed.
Oh,
And
you mean like that one in that movie Cliff, that one that had Martin Short, and they went there and it was like they had the miniature golf and the dinosaur thing.
yes, it's like
Oh boy.
and I keep telling my mom we need to go try that out one day because
So
that
what is that?
looks
That's
cool.
like the mini golf, the goofy golf for bad kids
Yeah,
to go
I
to.
guess so.
That's
Get
where they
your
take all
balls eaten by dinosaurs, I guess
the
so.
reform school kids go to that one. That's what they take. All the naughty kids go to that one because they have the dinosaurs. If you guys haven't seen the movie Cliff, you're not gonna get it. It's gonna just sound stupid, so I apologize. But if you have seen the movie or haven't seen it, get a chance. I think you'll like it. It's kind of an '80s movie, so if you're into the '80s, and I don't think that you're not, because if you weren't, you wouldn't be listening to this radio station. But if you like the '80s, check out the movie. I think it's called Clifford. Now Clifford's that fucking dog, that big red one. No, I think it's. You know what? I'm gonna look up the actual title, and I'll come when Luna has another commercial. I'll give you guys the exact title. But it has Martin Short in it, and he plays like a naughty kid. But you gotta see the movie. It's funny. You'll like it.
Yeah, and answering Brandon, are skating parties still a thing? In the late 80s and 90s, they were, because I remember going to the skating ring on Friday nights. Every single time somebody had a birthday, there was a skating party. Do kids still do that now? I think most of the skating rinks got shut down.
A lot of them
A
did.
lot of
There's
them
so
did.
few, like in Los Angeles, there's World on Wheels is still around, and the old skating rink on San Fernando Road in Glendale is there, but they don't play anything cool. They've got like a organist that plays like the old style, the way they used to do roller rink in the 1950s. How they would have somebody play an organ going, and then the people like skate around but that, I mean, if you're not in that and you want to like dance to something funky or whatever, then you want to go to World on Wheels, or Northern California's got a couple rinks up there. And I think Chicago's got one or two rinks. So yeah, there's not that many around, but there are still some that are in existence still. Just got to look for them.
Yes. So, what
Oh,
I have queued up next, Dream Pocket made a track for the Outrunner compilation, and this is his track Drift Off, featuring Outrunner. And if you did not know, Outrunner had a really, really bad accident where he blacked out and he busted his jaw on
no.
concrete, literally. And a lot of surgery has been having to be done, and the insurance does not cover the surgery and the medical expenses. So they created this compilation of 57 artists, I believe, that was said, and all proceeds will go to help him with his medical bills.
You know what they should do? Should also take up a fund to raise money to get him an attorney to sue that fucking insurance company. Because honestly, it's like if you're going to be in insurance business and take people's premiums, and then when they need it, you don't pay off. Just some bullshit right there. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have experienced this or know somebody that this has happened to in one form or another. If you guys hate insurance companies as much as I do because they pull that crap sometimes, um, let's all have a rah rah for hate against the insurance companies and for them doing this to Outrunner. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, but yeah, insurance companies, we won't get into that because I have my own opinions of my experiences over the last few months.
You
But
can give your opinion, just give it in like 20 or 30 seconds or less, like I did.
but Dream Pocket, has an incredible track on that, which we're going to play next. And then we got Brandon McCool's newest track, Carmen.
Yay.
And I also was given a track. Roberto Montoya came out with a new track called Star Blazers, which we will be playing.
I used to watch that when I was little. Yeah, Star Blazers. Cool.
Yes. So
Yep.
here we go on Neon X Radio and Neon Nights with Blake and Luna. Dream Pocket with Drift Off featuring Outrunner.
Let go and drift off, 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 drift off. Eyes closed, let go and drift off. Eyes closed, eyes closed, eyes closed. Drift off, drift off, drift off, drift off, drift off, drift off, drift off. Eyes closed, let go and drift off.
Okay, my mix just crashed a minute, so we're gonna give you some humor, I guess. So bear with us, everyone. Bear with me.
Kind of humor.
Yes, give us some humor, Blake, because you're good at that.
Yeah, I guess humor. If Av was here, we could ask her for some humor, like that stalker she picked up over at fucking Callus. She could like tell him to pull down his pants. That would be humor right there. Ha ha ha. I know that would be funny to her.
You,
Speaking of, go ahead.
I will totally give you some humor. So,
What?
I told Allison about this earlier, and maybe McKenna, but I got the weirdest message in Second Life like early this morning.
Hmm.
And so this guy, his name was Matt, and Doormat what his name was literally. And so he says, "You are good day, wonderful princess. You are very, very beautiful." And I'm like, "Hello, do I know you? Because I've never heard of you before in my life." And he says, "We don't know each other. I just saw you by chance and you are beautiful. I'm a
And
doormat. My
yeah,
avatar's carpet."
I was gonna say, why didn't you come out and say, "Yeah, you're absolutely beautiful. You may not know me, but you walk over me like every time you pass this hallway." You know, hi, my name is Doormat. Will you please walk on me?
Well, I thought it was hilarious, and he says, "I rent a wonderful house here in Second Life, but not used because when I'm online, I do only a doormat out the door, nothing more, and I don't enter the house." And he says, "You want to see the house? If you like, you can use the house free with your boyfriend and your friends. Do you you can have that house free." So I guess he can do his freaky perving, I
Well,
guess.
so in other words, he's got like a door. He's a doormat, and he's got an upskirt fetish or something like that. And so
Apparently.
he likes. Well, I mean, people have all kinds of fetishes. I mean, I know his is kind of unusual, but I try not to make fun of people's fetishes too much because I think everybody's got like a kink or something that floats their boat. And, I guess some of them are a little more unusual than others, but for him to just kind of message you out of the blue, and just say, "Hey, I'm a doormat. Will you come step on me?" Kind of thing. It sounds funny, but at the same time, we probably shouldn't be making fun of him because, I've seen a lot worse. I mean, it could be worse. The guy could be like a pedophile or something, say, "Oh yeah, you want to see my picture of kids," or some crap like that. I mean, that's fucked up. I could think maybe a doormat might be kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's like a weird.
Obscure.
Now, how about weird light? Lite, like weird
Yeah.
light. Like it's not really that bad. I mean, it's unusual, but not that bad. But it'd be worse if they were like, saying, "Want to come over and see my collection of midget porn," or something weird like that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna make fun of them, but it's like if you're doing shit with kids, I'm gonna beat your ass and then call the cops. That's what's gonna happen. But yeah, that's kind of unusual, from the guy that just messaged you like that and say, "Hey, you want to come over and walk on me or something?" Kind of thing.
Yeah, walk on me. Let me be your doormat. It's like, okay, and how much are you going to pay me to do that, really? You know?
Well, it's interesting. The virtual world is an interesting place because you've got good and bad, just like you have in physical life. But the thing is that some things don't change, and that's like people's behavior. Like I'll give you an example. Just I'm not going to name names, but let's just say that you take someone under your wing and you tell them, "Hey, I'm going to give you an opportunity, and I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you get better, and give you a chance to get some exposure and stuff like that." So you help them out, and they come aboard with you and stuff. And then, because of really stupid, petty, bullshit, childish reasons, they end up leaving. Just no thank yous, no nothing. They just leave. And then, like 3 weeks later, then they go and they kick you off of their friend list. Like you didn't do anything to them. You know, you never said anything bad to them. All you did, we were supportive the whole time, and you're like totally nice to them and kind and everything. And this is the thanks you get. Like, you know, they eject you from their friends group, and they eject you all the way around and remove you and everything and like that. And it's like, okay, well, you know, yeah, you're welcome. So, I mean, that's the kind of stuff, I mean, that happens in virtual reality because there's no accountability in
Right.
the sense that, see, I've talked with Luna about this before, but in physical life, the reason why most people behave themselves is because if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, it could get you punched in the face. You can get your ass kicked, you could get you shot, it could get you stabbed, or it could get you put in jail, or possibly, you know, fined, go to prison, arrested. But there's consequences for your actions. So, you know, there's three types of people in this world. There's people that are inherently bad, and they, you know, they don't give a fuck about anything. They don't care about laws. They don't care about courtesies or anything like that. You know, they do whatever they want, and you know, bad or not, if they hurt people, they don't care. You know, basically, you're run of the mill sociopath. And then you have the people that are also a minority, and those are people that are inherently good. And when I say inherently good, that means that these people will always choose to do the right thing, even when there's no one standing right over their shoulder. Nobody could be around, and they'll still do the right thing because it feels right to do that.
Yes.
And then you have the third type of person in this world, and they make up the majority of people. And that's the people that, as long as you have some kind of consequence, they will behave themselves because, you know, they have to worry about, you know, something happening. But see, in the virtual world, there is no accountability. Basically, you can get away with anything. You know, you can mouth off to people. You can be rude. You can be, you know, insulting. You can talk all kinds of shit. You can do all kinds of bad things here. And for the most part, you can get away with it because there's no accountability. There's no consequence. You don't have to worry about that person that you're making fun of to their face, you know, with all your friends and getting, you know, ganging people up on them. You don't have to worry about them saying, you know what, fuck you, and them punching you in the face. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about some cop coming and grabbing you and arresting
Exactly.
you and taking you to jail. And you don't have to worry about a judge throwing you in prison for any of that stuff or fining you. So basically, in virtual reality, you have more bad people than good people. And the bad people tend to do whatever they want because they feel like you can't do nothing to me. But what they don't think about, because a lot of these bad people are kind of stupid, and that includes the person I'm talking about, they don't realize that there are people in the virtual world that have skills like me. It's like you mouth off to me and I will fucking knock your ass into the next sim and fucking corrupt your avatar. I am that good. And I can do it. I've done it before. And Luna knows I get pissed off sometimes. You know, I'm an Aries. I'm a fire sign. I go around doing good things, trying to help people out and stuff. But every once in a while, somebody will say some shit to me, thinking that I can't do anything back to them. And it's just like in real life. It's like if you get in my face, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to fight. I'm not going to back down to you. And I don't in virtual reality either. And people think, oh, you know, you can't do nothing to me because there's no consequences here. It's like, you don't know me very well. And I got skills. And I know people that have skills that are even better than mine. So it's like you're fucking with the wrong guy. But anyway, that's what virtual reality, that's the dark side of it. And the
And
sucky
there
thing
are
is that,
dark side to it. Yeah. And especially with a lot of these um, men and women, you know, they don't care what they're saying to you or give a damn. It's like they wouldn't go to a female in real life to say, what color are your panties? You
yeah,
know,
no, but
literally.
very few guys have got, I mean, first of all, it's rude to do that. Second of all, it shows you have no class. And third, there's very few guys that would have the balls to do that because of what would happen. They would get slapped, they'd get kicked in the balls, or they would get arrested, or the bouncers at the club, if they were at a club, would come over there and kindly grab them by the shirt and escort them out. And that's what I would have done because I was a bouncer for like fucking 4 years when I was in college. So this is how you handle assholes that are being lewd with the ladies. You know, you kindly escort the gentleman out. That's what you do. So, but that's essentially what we're talking about. You know, when you're good to people, whether it's in real life, physical life, or in virtual life, sometimes people appreciate it, but sometimes people don't. And, you know, you do all kinds of stuff for them and be nice to them and try to encourage them and everything like that. And they still, they do shit like, you know, don't even say bye. You know, hey, I'm leaving. Don't say thank you. and they kick you out of their friends group and everything, and you're thinking, what did I do? What did I do to you? It's like all I did was like open arms, Hey, you know what? You need help with this? Do you need help with this? Well, what else can I do for you? Kind of thing. So basically, I guess the bottom line is virtual reality has a dark side. Virtual reality can also be really cool, but there's fucking assholes in virtual reality,
Yes.
probably even more so than there is in physical life, because here in virtual reality, you can get away with a lot more unless you run into somebody like me. That's the bottom
Exactly.
line.
And you know what I say? I think they need some Brandon McCool because they need to be cooled down with.
Oh, you're referring to me?
Come
Yeah,
on.
I need some Brandon McCool so you can cool me down. All you gotta do is put an ice block on my head and take some Brandon McCool, and I'm good.
Yeah, let's make you cool like Brandon McCool.
We're gonna be like a bunch of cool little Fonzies here, and Brandon McCool. We're gonna be cool.
Yeah, so here is Brandon's brand new track, Carmen, that you can get right now on Bandcamp, so go get it. Here is Carmen here on KSWV Neon X Radio.
NASA presents The Space Story. May 25th, 1951.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing the man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Seconds and counting.
And we are back, and that was Speed World with a track called Power FM. And before that, we had a Robert Montoya with a brand new track with Star Blazers, which I thought was incredible. And we started out with Brandon McCool's Carmen. What did you think of those, Blake?
I like Carmen because I've heard it before, and it's the only other Brandon McCool song that I know of right now that makes me go woo as much as the song "The Rebound" that he does makes me go woo. And as far as Star Blazers, that was pretty cool. Riot Barbie said that she liked the vibe of that one, and Lax said that he liked it too. But yeah, I like that one. And the last one, the Speed World one, that one's pretty cool too. I've never heard that one. So yeah, no, those were all great tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going through Bandcamp the other day and came across that and thought it was pretty damn cool because I was in that synth guitar vibe, and so I was looking for kind of like that outrun shred wave kind of like thing going on, and that popped up on my page like, ooh, this sounds good.
Yeah. When you think about a retro 80s, a lot of times when people are thinking about retro 80s, they're thinking, bands like Depeche Mode and Erasure, and of course Vince Clarke and Yazoo and that sort of thing. But, there's other stuff out there that was really incredible and probably had huge audiences in addition to those bands I just mentioned. But they were part of what we would call retro 80s, but they were a little more rockier, like bands like Saga from Canada.
Yes.
They were incredible. A lot of synths there. They used keytars as a regular thing. They would use a keytar. They would use wailing electric guitars. The synth player had at least a wall of synthesizers that he would use. I mean, just incredible band. I actually play them on my Thursday show occasionally here and there. Yeah, Saga and Yes, and a few others that would be considered, kind of like synth rock from the 80s. So, but it goes along with all that.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much good music and so many talented artists out there. And if you love this music, if you love what these artists are creating, then do what you can and support them by going to their band camps and their websites and grab those vinyl records and the CDs and the cassettes and their digital albums. Because when you do this, not only does it show the artists that you actually care about what they're creating, but it also encourages the artists to create more music for the community. And who doesn't want more of this music? I know I do. And as an artist myself, I know I see how many times a song streams like, oh, somebody actually wants to hear what I'm creating. But when somebody actually buys it, and like, even if it's $1, oh, hell yes, I made $1. I'm a superstar now. Somebody actually bought this crap, So,
Yeah, but it wasn't crap. It was
yeah,
something that
exactly.
from your soul and everything. And obviously you had inspiration. So it was actually a work of art, and somebody thought it had some value to them, listening. And so they thought they'd give you a little something for it.
Yes. So do what you can and go support the independent artist, even if it's a single track that you go grab on Bandcamp Friday, or you're grabbing some of those cool freaking vinyls that's out right now. I know Let 'Em Riot has a signature edition vinyl that is absolutely beautiful. And what's so special about this vinyl? He has signed his name in gold letterings on this as well. So there's only 50 of these. 50. And once they're gone, once Alan's signature series is gone, and you may be one of the only ones who has a copy of that vinyl. So if you want it, go grab it through Retro Synth Records.
Yeah, that sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, so with that said, I was listening again to Heartbeat Heroes thing because a lot of the label mates were done that. Dan and Dream Pocket and Memory Design and Michael Angelo were on there and doing some trivia and talking about some music. But one of the artists that Daniel also played was an artist called Yuko Rad, which I found another incredible artist. So this is his track Legend, and it is called Yuko's Night Mix. So we're going to play this, and you can tell me what you think about it.
You will live forever, but I'll haunt you in your sleep. Fading like a shadow, was I always just
she keeps inside. A sting of a kiss I can't decide. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. She says she's never felt a seduction like this. She says she's got a feel that he just can't miss. Speaking the lies they tell, with the words they spell, and the thoughts they dwell, lonely hearts they feel. Some nights I've lost my way in the heat of the moment. I just can't say. It's a fire in her eyes she keeps inside. A sting of a kiss I can't decide. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We are but fools sailing to lose on a river of secrets. Come take my hand, our love will last for tonight and forever. We are but fools sailing to lose on a river of secrets. Come take my hand, our love will last for tonight and forever. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. When the lights go out and the sun comes down, in her eyes they shout, I'm not innocent. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. We're at home with the heartbreak, but tonight we're alive in eternity. I walked along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you. With auburn hair and tawny eyes, the kind of eyes that hypnotize me through. Hypnotize me through. And I ran so far away. I
And we are back. And that was the House of Serpents, FHE, and Battle Juice with their cover of I Ran. And before that, we had Power Rob with Innocent. And that was a great, great track. And we started out with Yuko Rad with Legend in the Yuko Night mix. So what
Is it
do you,
Yuko Nuts?
huh?
Are you
You-
sure it's not Yuko Raid?
Yeah, it could be Yuko Raid, Rade. It could be Yuko Raid,
Mm.
or Rad, but it was a great song. I thought so. What did you think?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess Blake Coverdale seal of approval.
Blake Coverdale seal of approval.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you have anything interesting or coming up that you've been working on?
Me?
Yes, you.
Everything that I've been working on is stuff that nobody would have any interest in except me and my cats. And probably Dan at Retro Send Records, just mainly working on the platform. That and getting our new website together on the staging, just boring stuff like that, it'll look really good when it's done. And it means a lot to me, but, probably doesn't mean anything to you guys, but it'll look good and you guys will enjoy it when all the stuff is done. You'll have something pretty to look at. And when you're listening to KSWV Neon X Radio, as far as music and everything, I haven't been working on any music. Every once in a while I write like a jingle or something, and it usually comes out really like unradio friendly because I don't know. I mean, how I write the stuff. It always ends up. It's never serious.
Yes.
I start writing something like and it's different. If somebody waves money in my face and says, "Okay, I want you to do a commercial for me," then I buckle down and I can do a great commercial. It's like, and you were just watching the new Toyota from the Toyota dealership here in Los Angeles, burning to the ground here on the coast. But you can get a great price today. Blah 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 blah. See, now I can do that seriously if you wave money in my face. Because professional, I've been doing that long.
Yeah.
If I think, it always ends up with at least, thinking of something.
Yeah. Well, I know we're going to be wrapping it up soon, but before we go, how about we do some vaporwave tracks? And I know yesterday or day before you showed me some Iacon. So
So you guys say tomorrow, Sunday.
yes,
Remember that at 10 o'clock a.m. tomorrow, Paul, they do an awesome show. And tomorrow morning, it was after when the show, and that is the Electro Disco Show. And that takes off at 12 o'clock p.m. West Coast time. And of course, 8 o'clock p.m. UK time, 9 o'clock p.m. Euro time, if you happen to be in Germany or in France or pretty much most of Europe. So that's what the rundown is for tomorrow. And then, of course, on Monday, we have Luna's doing her awesome show on Monday night at 6 o'clock p.m. She goes from 6 to 8 p.m. Now, those are West Coast times. For our friends in Europe and UK, it might be kind of late for you guys to catch that because this would be like like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning your time.
Yes.
So unless you're a night owl, you probably won't be able to catch it, but that's okay because Luna puts a lot of those shows up onto SoundCloud where you can catch it at your convenience, or you can listen later on in the week when sometimes we get a replay of some of her stuff and some of our stuff. So you want to definitely look out for that. And then, of course, we've got Mike Carr on Tuesday morning. Or no, that's not Tuesday morning. That's Wednesday. Man, I'm a total kook. I was thinking of Cole. Cole and Myra
Yes.
Kamara.
Yes.
Yeah, they do they've been
Bandcamp
doing
hour on
the
Tuesday.
Bandcamp hour on Tuesdays. That's what it is. So if you want to catch anything else, I would say go and check out right now. If you have our Discord, just go into there where the schedule is, and it's got our schedule for the week. I mean, our schedule pretty much stays the same, unless of course we have, something different. But all the shows are pretty much the same, more or less the same times. Recently, Luna just gained a showtime. Luna's on now Monday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. And of course, she's on Thursday night, 6 to 8 p.m. after Blake Coverdale's Neon Eclectic, which is on Thursday afternoon. And of course, if you guys have never heard Matt Williams' show, Synth Pop Symphony, you got to catch that. You can either catch it on Friday night at 8 p.m. when it's live, or you can catch the replay on Thursday at 1 o'clock p.m. And those are West Coast times, by the way. So if you happen to be in Europe or the UK, where a lot of our listeners are, I would suggest that you go with a time that will be more convenient for you, or you can catch the shows on our SoundCloud. Yeah.
Yes, and ignore the slot for me on Wednesday because I'm not doing a Wednesday show, so we got to just fix that little thing.
Yeah, I put that in there to it was like a goof on Luna, and we already did the ha 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 he he already, but I forgot to remove it. So yeah, she's not Wednesday. She's just Monday and then Thursday, and then of course Saturday nights when she does this thing with me. And I don't know, this thing's kind of weird, doing this whole OBS thing. I mean, I understand and everything, but honestly, live, I don't know if it's such a great idea, but we will see how things work out for us with this in the very near future.
Yes, we are testing the algorithms and seeing how it is. But before we go and we're out of here, I got some Vaporwave. And I know you showed me some Iacon the other day that I grabbed. So we're going to do some Iacon. I got a track from St. Pepsi as well. And Sunset Prism Limited. So what do you think about that?
When are we going to hear that?
Right now. So
Right now. I thought we were wrapping up the show. You see, you had me fooled.
I said before. So we'll play these 3 songs and then we'll wrap it up. How
Oh,
about
dude.
that?
All right.
Because we got us in some Vaporwave. So here is Iacon with Follow You, and it's their bonus track off their album. So you're hearing it here on Neon X Radio. And that was Sunset Prism Limited with Depression in Paradise. And before that, we had Saint Pepsi with their track Unhappy. And we started with Icon with Follow You. And that was a great track, don't you think, Blake? Blake.
Oh yeah, no, it was great. Yeah, I'm
It
just
was
kidding.
great.
I was just telling Allison and Lex and Barbie that when I was a kid, I used to get in trouble. Like, I mean, I would get grounded for like a week and stuff sometimes because whenever my parents were like not like paying attention to me, I would like take fucking vinyl records and I would like take the 33s and play them on 45 speed or take the 45s and play them on 33.
Wow.
And I used to do that shit all the time, and I'd get amusement from it, and it'd pitch it down to where it sounded like what we call vaporwave today. And I mean, I thought it was funny. I'd sit there, laugh and do it. And then my sisters would always fink me out, or my mom would catch me or something. I'd come in there like, are you pitching those records down again? You put it on the right speed. But I would get in trouble for doing this constantly because, I got a laugh out of it. So I was just telling them that here I was doing this shit thinking it was funny. Who would have known that, 20 something years later, they'd end up making a genre out of it.
I know, right? And
Or
those are pretty good tracks. And I did a poll in YouTube and asked whether we should continue to YouTube stream on Saturday night, and we got a 100% yes.
No, it's 99% because I voted no.
You voted no.
Yeah. So it's close enough, 99% because I voted. I was the one oddball that voted no. What do you want? You want honesty or do you want, a bunch of bullshit? That's what you're going to get from Blake Coverdale. You always get honesty.
Well, Blake Coverdale is a YouTube star right now, so.
No. Don't be putting that camera on me.
It is. You've been dancing on YouTube all night.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You got some good groovy moves.
Yeah, I guess.
You guess.
You should see my stripper moves. These are my conservative church social dances right here.
Oh my good Lord.
Yeah,
Never a boring moment around here.
They're what they call that, safe and sane and rated G.
So you've been saying in a rated G.
Yep, rated G, just like for general audiences. Unlike my mouth. Yeah.
Yes, unlike your mouth. So, any last ending words before we get out of here for the night?
No, not really. Just you guys. Hopefully you're having a great weekend, and if you aren't, hopefully it'll get better. If you happen to be out here in California like I am, and I hope that you're not, suffering from the fires too much, that it's bullshit and they turn the power off and everything. It sucks, I know, and, it just sucks. But try to charge through it, try to stay safe, and, keep an eye on your loved ones. Don't forget your animals, your pets. If you ever have to get out, evacuate, make sure that you grab your pets, your kids, everybody. Don't leave nobody behind. And, maybe try to grab, I don't know, some of your best records on the way out the door if you can. But if you can't, hey, some of them you'll still be able to buy. But just do your best to stay safe, everybody. And remember to also what we always say, please support the independent electronic music artists, especially the ones that we promote here on the station, because these artists depend on you not for money. Of course, the money always helps, but they're not depending on you for money. But what they do depend on us for, all of us, is to give them a reason to make another album. We inspire them. And just when they know that we care and we love their music and we tell them how much their music means to us and what a certain track does for us and things like that, it blows their mind. It really does. And, because they had no idea, but the thing is that we let them know that they are very important to us and their music is very important to us because their music that they create, it makes up the soundtrack of all of our lives. So that's why I say support the artist, either financially, buy an MP3 or a CD or a T-shirt or something, or if it's just a few kind words, go to their Facebook or go to their Instagram or something and just message them, even if you don't think that they'll write back. Message them and just say, like, hi, Ollie, like Ollie Ride, just like, you know what? I love your voice. I think you're an incredible performer and thank you for doing the music that you do. It's beautiful. And I wish you luck on the next album that you do. I hope to hear a lot more. Something like that. You may not notice. You may not think that they notice it, but they do. A lot of them do. And the thing is it does feel good to know that people out there love what you're creating. And so it's good to say that. And sometimes if they have the time, because a lot of these people, these artists are very, very busy, but they do try to take the time to stay in touch with their fans. So sometimes you never know, but you may get a message back that's directed right at you. And I can tell you the first time I got a message back to me years ago, I I was promoting Droid Bishop back in 2016, I think, years ago. And I wrote to him through Facebook and just letting him know, some of the tracks that I loved of his, and told him, what I was doing to push him, because I was promoting him unofficially, unlike now. And he had no idea, but I told him and stuff. And just when I wasn't expecting to get anything back, but when I did, it meant the world to me. And it was personal, and, he appreciated the kind words and stuff, and it means a lot to both, I think, the artist and us, the music fans. So, support them any way you can, whether it's financially or some kind words, but, do so if you can. With that being said, I think that's all I've got, Luna. If you want to go ahead and wrap it up and do the closure for tonight. You guys have a great weekend, and be careful and have fun and stay safe and all that.
Yes, and also to all the artists in California, keep them in your prayers, as well as Blake, who is under warning for his electricity going off. But Scott Eric McClure is evacuating as the fire was getting close to him. And so him and Casey, they're heading down. They don't know if they're going to come back to home or not, but keep all the artists in California in your prayers. They need them right now. And wish everyone safe in that part of the world. And just remember, the world is can be so hard at times, whether you're struggling mentally or financially or physically. Sometimes it's all three. We never know what people are going through because we are not them. And we can't assume what they're thinking or doing or the reasons why. Just show kindness, everyone, because one single act of kindness can literally change someone's entire day for the better. So with that said, this is the end of Neon Saturday Nights with Blake and Luna. And we're going out with a track that's kind of fitting, and it is a Nuvolino remix of my track When the Party Is Over, featuring Ayala. And our party is unfortunately over for tonight. But we love you all. We appreciate everyone who's been in the Discord and the YouTube and in Second Life. You are the heart of our station and our shows, and we just feel the love and support you give us. So we appreciate you so much. And until next time, we're out of here.
Bye, everybody. We'll see you.
And don't forget, I will always be there for you. Once the party is over, I will never forget about you. We can't always be by each other's sides. Our realms have yet to collide. But I have you in my mind, in my sight. Even